Hi, my name is Ruta and you're watching 100 Days of Good Hair Days Hair Diary, where I'm doing a different hairstyle every day. And I'm sharing my moods, my emotional reality and my insights as well, whatever is happening at that time. So welcome. Today is day 84, I think, and I'm already half with my hairstyle because yesterday, due to technical difficulties, I could not use the middle part of my recording, so I needed to kind of like redo the hairstyle. And it's so lucky because today's hairstyle is variation of Rodarte Plait. So Rodarte Plait was this kind of like an elf looking hairstyle, and today we do Rodarte, actually maybe it's Rodarte into one plait. So it's this hairstyle. So after we create two side plaits, you can watch how to do it in my yesterday's video. Two side plaits, we connect them in one, and then we continue plaiting the end of that plait, and then that kind of turns into this beautiful rose type of thing, which we kind of like twist around and secure with the hair grip. So in this hairstyle, what we do is, to create a dramatic side plait, you have to have a long hair. Follow the steps opposite to create the Rodarte plait, which we done. Then gather all of your hair on one side and simply plait your hair into 3-strand plait. See page 51. Secure the ends with the hairband and finish off look by using a medium hold hairspray. So, long side plait. I think my hair is long enough for that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of like brush the hair, all of the hair on one side, like this. And then just kind of like, without any special techniques or anything, simply divide it like in 3 parts. And I'm kind of doing it a little bit sidewise, so I'm dividing it from the back in 3 equal parts. Oh my god, I have some hair not there. Okay, no, it's fine, never mind. And now I'm just starting normal 3-strand plait, and I'm just basically plaiting it now from the side. I got all of my hair, I gathered all of my hair for this, and I'm just basically keep on adding hair. Like the side strand goes in the middle, and then the other side strand goes in the middle, and then the opposite side strand goes in the middle, and then the opposite side strand goes in the middle, and just do it like that all the way up until there's almost nothing left. I think I'm just gonna fluff it up to create a little bit more volume in my plait, which is very often with the plaits. I feel like we need to do it, I don't know, in the back days when we have all of those pictures of amazing hair and really thick plaits. Is that a myth or reality? Did all people back in the days have such a strong and voluminous hair, or maybe only those people who had hair like that got in the pictures and paintings? So this is the plait, and now these days what we do, we fluff it up. So we fluff it up like this, like this. Probably, I'm not sure if it's better to do both sides at the same time, but I sometimes just do one side and then I do another side. Just pull on the plait on both sides to make it look like it has a bit more volume. And yes, I have a fly in my room. I'm gonna have to open a window before it became an extra vocal in my soundtrack. So the end result looks like this. Side plait. You can choose to decorate it with any hairband or scarf, thin scarf, or something that you like, or whatever matches whatever you're wearing. And that's how we do this Rodarte side plait version. Now, what's going on today? I feel like I'm kind of re-educating today, and I'm in a phase again where I'm becoming conscious of my time and how I spend it. I think this feeling probably is quite familiar to many people. It's like, I feel like I have so many things to do and I don't even know where to start. And then I do a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of this, and then I try to do a bit of that, and then, oh my God, I still have another 100 things to do. So I think that's kind of like typical for creative people or people who are nervous or anxious or have very kind of like active mind, which is me too. So now I started using meditation to kind of tune myself into alignment of whatever I am that day, and kind of like get rid of these thoughts that just keep on coming, you know, like it's kind of like a distractive thoughts and extra things to do, so like extra things to add to the list. I think creative mind is wonderful because, you know, you can think, oh, I could do that, and I could do that, and I could do that, and I could do that. And then the only problem with it is there are so many things that we can do that we will never be able to do all of those. So basically we need to choose. So I decided to kind of like experiment with deliberate planning of my time. I scheduled the time where I'm studying in my calendar, and I also decided to cancel few lessons because I think it's a little bit too much of a stretch for me. And I also decided to kind of control my time and how long I spend it, like for example in a call with a friend or when I go and meet a friend, because one thing that happens when I think we don't really put boundaries in our head, we assume it's gonna take one amount of time and then it takes another amount of time, and that kind of messes up the plan. So I think this deliberate kind of like a decision and planning, okay, I'm gonna spend so long on this and then I'm gonna spend so long on that, and kind of experimenting with sticking with it is a good place to start. So that's what I'm doing today. So I feel a slight pressure still because of the travel. We're going to be traveling and there is still some documents to kind of fill out, and you know, you don't know how it's going to be. It's going to be first time that we travel internationally via this pandemic, and you know, the airports, the registration, the tracking, that kind of thing is a little bit unclear to me because I haven't traveled yet. So I have some anxiety. Okay, I feel probably 7 out of 10. The anxiety that I feel, is probably good kind of anxiety. So there is, in my opinion, bad kind of anxiety, and there is a good type of anxiety. So that type of anxiety to me is when we are just anxious all the time. And like all the time, and the anxiety is kind of like a background feeling which is there and it's not going anywhere. And a good type of anxiety is kind of like, I believe it occurs in certain situations when there is something probably unknown and unusual and we need to be in a certain state of alertness. So I think in that case anxiety is useful because we are kind of like a hyper aware of the things, and maybe we should be hyper aware of the things. But of course, none of the heightened states, stressful states, are healthy long term. So while we are still not traveling, this thing keeps on coming up and then it goes down, comes up and goes down. I have no fear of flying. I have no fear of getting the virus. I have no fear of, recovering or not recovering, these kind of things. But I have a fear of like unknown restrictions because I traveled so much and maybe there are some rules which I don't know and I don't know that I don't know. So it's also a bit of probably control issue. So I'm analyzing myself as I'm speaking about this, and control and trust issue because I don't necessarily trust. I have some doubts that whoever is handling the situation, managing the airports, the immigration, either has the whole picture or are going to do it well. So I have doubts about that. So yeah, my fear, like literally speaking, it would be going somewhere and being locked in a room without being able to get out, or being stuck because we cannot go, or being stuck because we cannot return. So that type of thing. So, but like in this situation, there are some unknowns which will become known when the time comes, when we're in the situation. And I think my job right now and the practice and the learning now, like consciously, develop self-trust, deepen trust in the order of things, and also do my homework. Homework is researching, the country and the rules and what's going on, so that I'm as aware as I can be, and that's that. So yeah, so those are the things, and that's how I feel today, and that's what's going on. So yeah, I think it's kind of like pretty normal mood, a little bit probably on a more restricted side, but on a good side, I feel more in tune and I feel more aligned in generally, like aligned and conscious whenever I have these feelings. So like even right now I have these feelings and I don't feel like I'm completely like taken over by those feelings, in the sense that I'm just in it and I don't know what to do. So I know what it means. I feel that it's probably pretty okay state for me to be in, and I also know that I'm not going on my own, so it's going to be good. Even if I'm stuck, I'm not on my own. And also, yeah, what will be will be. So we can do our part, and the other forces will do their part in the picture and the plane. So thank you for your time and allowing me to share this experience with you. I wish you to have a beautiful middle of the week, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Take care of yourselves and bye.